Hey guys, just wanted to make this quick video again, like before I head home. It's 3:45 p.m. Just got out of work. Just like the quiet environment of the car, that's why I'm making this video here instead of at home, because then I have time to actually think and not rush my thoughts thinking that someone's gonna come into the room any moment, you know. So I just want to give a quick life update, just share a bit about myself. Just think it's relieving of me emotionally and gets weight off my shoulders and stuff like that. So, you know, like recently I was diagnosed with a autoimmune disease that affects the kidneys. Basically my immune system is attacking my kidneys, and it's not something that can be cured. It's just something that has to be slowed down, either by eating more healthily, being more active, just watching what I eat, and just even then it's not going to help. It's come to a point where I need to take medication in order to slow it down, and even then it's kind of iffy because the medication is experimental medication. There's not many cures or medication for this stuff. A lot of it is brand new, and so what ends up happening is I'm able to take this super expensive medication that I can't afford. Fortunately, they have programs to allow people to take it for a few months, but the trials for these medications are only for like 9 months at a time. So once that 9 months is over, can't take that medication anymore. I got to move on to the next treatment. So I already took one type of medication for about 8 months. It helped a lot, and you saw, or at least I saw, that I gained a lot more energy and I was able to push myself in my workouts. But after that happened, my blood results showed that I was reverting back, and I was declining health-wise again. So now I'm working on getting another medication going. That's getting approved right now, and hopefully that helps. But this medication is a lot more potent and dangerous in the sense that it really diminishes my immune system to the point where it can't fight like certain like viruses and stuff. So I have to take antibiotics with this for a little bit after I take the vaccinations. I need to take vaccinations while I do this, but because of the medication diminishes my immune system, I got to take antibiotics with it to ensure that I don't get sick. That's how potent this medication is. It really can go bad in a bad way if I don't watch myself and I don't follow, doctor's instructions to, take medication at specific times, take my antibiotic as instructed, take the vaccinations, do everything on a timely manner, and watch my health at the same time. So I gotta be super careful this way. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. But with all that said, I'm in good hopes. I'm hopeful. I'm not feeling any emotion right now, but it does make me think about, because if this kidney thing goes downhill, which eventually it will, it's progressing and it's not going to slow. I can slow it down to an extent. Well, I can slow it down, but it's not going to go away. It's not something that can be cured, because it's not something in my kidneys. I think I said that earlier, but it's not something in my kidneys that's causing this. It's something in my gut. And so what ends up happening is, even if I were to change out my kidneys, get a brand new kidney, it's going to happen again. So it's inevitable. So the end stage is going into dialysis and then eventual kidney failure. Hopefully that doesn't happen anytime soon. But it does make me think about life, and makes me feel like I gotta start doing stuff, living my life and stuff. As you know, I don't want to keep bringing this up and harping on it, but the catfish situation really killed me right now. It makes me think about like all the things that I'm missing out on in terms of relationships and stuff. I'm not desperate, definitely not desperate. That will just make things worse, Last thing you want to do is think emotionally and do stuff without really thinking about the consequences. I'm not going to just go out there and just start talking to people. You're going to do more harm than good. You know, I'm thinking logically. I'm thinking with patience. So, you know, I'm not in any rush, but at the same time I am, because I feel like I'm running out of time. But, you know, I'm going to stay patient. I'm going to work on myself, and eventually, you know, I have hopes that, you know, I'll eventually meet that person that I've been waiting for my whole life. Just gotta be patient, work on myself, and just do what I normally do. So today I'm gonna exercise. Hopefully that goes well. And yeah, I'm super thankful. Just want to say I'm super thankful for everyone that's reached out to me, family, friends that I know in person that have reached out to me about the catfish situation. I feel very, very thankful. I don't feel alone anymore. I felt quite alone in the whole situation, but especially when you post something and you don't get any engagement or anything. Like, I mean, I purposely turn off the comments in my videos because I want to protect my mental health. I don't want, you know, people with nefarious thoughts, you know, just spewing negative thoughts in the comment section. So I already have like 2 dislikes on the catfish situation. I don't know why, but I'm not really worried about that. I'm just questioning, you know, like why dislike it? I didn't do anything untruthful. I just explaining what the situation was. But anyways, that's why I disable the comments, if anyone's wondering. I just trying to protect my mental health. And yeah, so I'm very thankful again for people that have reached out to me, family and friends and co-workers and everyone that I know that have reached out. Super thankful. Means a lot to me. And yeah, I'm very hopeful. Something good came out of all that emotional distress and stuff that I went through. So I'm happy. So yeah, 7 minutes on the dot, and then I'm still going strong. So this video's been going on for a while, so I guess I'll just close it down now. But yeah, just a little life update. Have a good day, guys.
Hapon po at gabi, mas madalas yung chance na mga pagulan, so pwede pa rin makaranas ng mga pambaha at pagguho ng lupa. Maaari, inaabangan nyo ba yung pagkatapos ng habagat season at papasok na yung amihan season? So posible po, no, na matapos yung habagat at ulan season sa ating bansa. Sabi kanina sa pag-asaluan ka ay pwedeng mukhang lipas kayo sa din ng tapos na yung habagat season. Pero hindi po ibig sabihin ay agad-agad amihan season, ano, may transition period muna. Pinakabaga, i-release mo na yung iyan. So, makihan ko yung panahon ng mga thunderstorms sa hapon. Bago matapos yung buwan ng October or early November, sabihin ng kabasa, ayan.
House of Delegates, quote, 3 people, 2 bullets, Gilbert, Hitler, and Pol Pot. Gilbert gets 2 bullets to the head, put Gilbert in the crew with the 2 worst people you know, and he receives both bullets every time. Jones then went on to say that Gilbert and his wife were, quote, reading little fashion. In a statement, Jones told CNN that he had reached out to apologize to Gilbert directly and that he is, quote, embarrassed, ashamed, and sorry, and takes full responsibility. My next guest is the Republican Attorney General of Virginia, Jason Miyares, who is running for re-election against Jay Jones. Mr. Attorney General, thanks very much for being on the show.
Thanks so much for having me. Appreciate it.
Obviously, the content of these messages extraordinarily disturbing, and I want to start with your reaction there. And specifically, do you think that Jay Jones should bow out?
Hire somebody that had said this, that had talked about the violent death of children of someone that you knew, then why would you say he's qualified to be the top prosecutor? I think it's important to note there is a sign in my office. In the Attorney General's office, I see it every day when I go in the office. It's a quote from Thomas Jefferson, and it is this: I have never found a difference of opinion in politics, philosophy, or religion as cause to withdraw from a friend. It is a reminder that I see every day in this role, that even a difference of opinion on politics doesn't mean you withdraw with a friend, much less imagine putting 2 bullets in their head. I do think this is an inflection report. I think it's a time of choosing in Virginia. We talk about the
About political violence and the depths to which our
It's
country
safari.
has fallen
I got this
in
one
terms
here.
of seeing violence
And I got another
come
one
up
here.
more regularly.
How can I
And
remove
part of
this
that
one?
conversation has
Hold
been
on.
about where's the
Here.
line for
Remove
threatening
folder.
speech.
It's not gonna remove that
You
one.
are the
No.
top law enforcement officer in Virginia. Do you think that these
See?
texts crossed a line into criminal threats or something that should be investigated from your position as Attorney General?
Listen, I don't have jurisdiction over that section of the code, making threats through electronic means. That would be a local Commonwealth's attorney that would have to evaluate that and make those determinations. I just know how I've conducted myself. I've always viewed that the day I took my oath of office as Attorney General, it was not to a political party or to a governor or anybody else. It was to defend the U.S. and Virginia Constitution and the laws of the state of Virginia. And as I've noted, I have never asked anyone that I have assisted with in my office, any of the victims that I have met with, the moms that have literally lost children, those that have been the survivors of horrific sexual abuse or assaults. I've never asked them, hey, did you vote for me? I've never asked them, I didn't care. That's just, they're human beings. I don't care about your political persuasion. That is my mindset. A wise Marine and a dear friend once shared with me, he said, listen, if you go to Arlington National Cemetery